Welcome back. I'm so excited we get to meet together again today, and we're going to talk about what we like to call a 6 list. I am a big believer if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. And so let's make sure that every day we're setting your business up for success by using what we like to call a 6 list. And it's just a to-do list, but it's a to-do list that you put together with the 6 most important things you should be doing for your business each and every day. Now, keep in mind, whether you're doing this business on a part-time basis or a full-time all-in basis, this strategy will help you prioritize the most important things you should be doing for your business every single day. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. What are the 6 most important things that you should be prioritizing for your business every day? First and foremost, and it's honestly the thing we typically save for last, or quite frankly, gets moved right off the list when we're looking at the things we need to be doing for our business, and that's personal development. And I know, Alyssa, you and I are both big believers in the power of personal development. And what I've noticed for my personal business journey, it's that my business only got as big as my mindset grew. And so often you hear, what are you doing to build your business? I believe that 80% of your success in this business has to do with your mindset, and the other 20% actually is determined by the skills you're putting into your business. And so let's just make sure that you understand 15 minutes every day needs to be devoted to personal and professional development. Would you agree?
Yes, and it can be anything from audiobooks to picking up an actual book. Maybe you're listening to podcasts, maybe you're watching a YouTube video. No matter what you're doing, you just want to make sure that it's at least 15 to 30 minutes a day that you're prepping your mind for something bigger and better.
Okay, so obviously, as we talk about professional development, I'm going to give a plug for events, because I believe you can grow so much your mindset and just your skill set by getting to events. And as you connect with other like-minded people who are also going after something like this, it gives you the right perspective. And they say you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So make sure those 5 people are encouraging you in the direction that you truly want to go and closer to that income that you want to make. All right, so here's the deal. As we look at the 5 fundamentals of building your business, that's what we want to implement into the other 5 things that you should be doing on your 6 list every single day. So first one, personal development. Mm-hmm. Second, let's talk about how you're going to build your list every single day. We started your business by putting together what we call a hundreds list, and you should be adding names to that list every day. So part of one of the things that you prioritize, whether it's in the morning, maybe it's an hour you're spending building your business every single day, you want to give time to building your list. So Alyssa, I know you were going to talk about a couple ways that they could add new people to their list through social media.
Yeah, so you just want to make sure that every single day you're adding at least 20 to 25 people on Instagram and on Facebook. You're also going to want to make sure that you're engaging. Remember that it's 10 minutes of hashtags, 10 minutes of locations, 10 minutes of engaging right before you make a social media post, and then 10 minutes of also engaging on the feed throughout your profiles as well.
And that makes me think about how we're supposed to be connecting and inviting every single day. And when I hear you say engaging on locations, Can you tell me what that looks like for somebody that may not know what that means?
Yeah, so let's say that your gym, so you go to a gym and you would just type in that location on Instagram and on Facebook. You can do this as well. And you'll see other people who go there that maybe you haven't had a chance to run into, but you know that they have a passion for working out just like you do, and that's going to connect them together. And also, mom groups and dog groups on Facebook. Those are
now
huge
you're
as
talking
well.
My language.
Right. But you want to make sure that you're connecting with people who have like-minded interests, because that not only connects you from the beginning, but it just helps that conversation flow, and that just makes it better.
I love that. Okay, so, number 1, personal and professional development. Number 2, we want you to work on building your list. And then I know, Alyssa, you've already talked a little bit about the connecting and the inviting piece of one of the daily things that we want to be doing. Before we talk too much more about that piece of things, I do just want to give a shameless plug for the Live Fit app, which I love because it's a digital way to drive referrals. And as I think of growing my list, there's going to be a time where it feels, and notice how I say feel, it's not reality, but it feels, and often the way we feel is our reality, that you've talk to everybody in the world you know, right? And that's why I love the strategy to search through hashtags, search through locations, joining mom groups, dog groups, interest groups, because you're going to continue to expand your network. But I want to remind you that referrals are such an excellent way to meet new people. And so if you've got a handful of people loving one of our products, ask them who they know that would love that product as well, so you can add them to your list. Well, a really simple way to do that, our new Live Fit app is an app for consumers and even your customers that want recipes, healthy recipes. Maybe they want workouts, and perhaps they like to earn some freebies. And when they share that app with other people, they're going to earn freebies too. And guess what? Then you're building your network. So it's a great tool that we offer as a company to help you build your network. And that's definitely one of your daily 6 list items. So let's keep talking about connecting and inviting, Alyssa, because obviously I love how much you're talking about the engagement piece of this business. And that really truly is connecting and continuing to build that relationship. Sometimes we try to make this business like speed dating. It takes time to build that relationship. And so it might take, commenting, liking a post. And what I've learned from you is you can't just like, and you can't just say, hey girl, hey. What's the best way to get the attention of somebody that you're engaging with on social?
You have to always make sure that you're leaving thoughtful comments. And one of the biggest things as well is make sure that you're consistently posting on social. So Instagram 1 to 3 times a day, Facebook 1 to 3 times a day. Now, when it comes to your stories, you can be posting 5 to 15 of those every single day, dripping the products, dripping the business. However, when I go to your page, let's say that you sent me a message, I'm going to click on your page. I want to see that you're open for business, right? And so that's why consistency is so important.
That's right. So, when I hear her say that, I'm instantly thinking, if she came to my page, I'd want her to know that I'm an It Works distributor. I'd want her to see some of the products that I love, maybe some of the people I'm working with, the places I get to go. But I would also want her to see that I'm a mom. I'd want her to know that my kids are involved in some different activities. I'd also want her to see that I love my little French bulldogs. And so you want them to also see a bit of who you are when they come to your wall, although you can be a little bit more in their face about your business and stories. Is that right?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, cool. All right, so, let's move on to what's another item that should be on your 6 list every single day, and that's getting in, getting face to face with somebody to share more about the business or the products. Give them an opportunity to sip and sample the products, ask more questions. You can share more about what you love and why you're doing this as a business. And, that can be on the phone, that can be face to face. That could be through voice messages or like a FaceTime as well. Obviously, that just builds that connection, and they can look in your eyes and they can see your enthusiasm. All of that really adds a lot of value. It's an opportunity, sharing it, you can do it in a group setting. Maybe you invite some people in your home, or maybe you've got a business partner in your town that you can go to their home and they're going to share it, and you're just going to bring somebody with you to listen and learn more. All of those are acceptable ways, but here's the other piece. Maybe you're not ready to talk about it yet. That's okay. We do virtual live Try It Works events online. So you could simply invite somebody to watch. We also do them via conference call. And then I know whoever brought you into this business would be more than happy to jump on a call with you or sit over coffee with you as you want somebody to learn more about It Works. So you want to share It Works and make that a part of your daily 6 list. A big one. This is one I know you're really big on, and that's sealing the deal, right? Maybe you've shared it and they weren't ready to join then, but you've got to make sure you're following up. And so if somebody doesn't sign up, within that first message or that first conversation, you've got to do a good job of keeping track of all the people you're talking to, because you're going to be talking to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so have a way that you keep that organized, but don't leave them doing what we're doing up to just one ask. You've got to ask over and over and over. And one of our leaders in Canada always says, make an ask of yourself. And
yes, so, I love that.
The fortune is in the follow-up for sure. And just because the answer was maybe no, not today, that doesn't mean it won't be no forever. And so you want to continue to follow up. And remember, 7 times on average that you'll connect with somebody before they're ready to jump on board or take a closer look. So fortune is in the follow-up. Is there any other things you want to add about following up?
I think that when it comes to following up, you just have to make sure that you're holding yourself accountable to really be persistent in that following up. So make sure that you're keeping track of your list of follow-ups. So I always, like in my phone and my contacts, if it's a potential customer, I put PLC and then their name. If it's a potential distributor, I put PDT and then their name. That way, when I go to follow up, I'm organized, I'm ready, I know exactly what they're wanting from having a conversation from them.
I absolutely love that. And it actually, again, we've got an incredible tool called Connect, which is a great way for you to organize all your contacts as well to make this a simpler process. And then by labeling that in your phone or by using our Connect app, every time there's a promotion, every time there's a new product, it gives us a simple strategy to send a message to let them know what's going on over here with It Works. And, you know, whether it's New Year's, whether it's summertime and people want to be in their bikinis, or whether it's heading into the holidays and maybe people are feeling the stress of the time of year, then we can talk to people about products that can help them with whatever it is they're looking to accomplish. So one of the last things I'd add to your daily 6 list is just, you know, continuing to do these things with your organization. Now, as I'm, you know, growing my list, it's so simple to call my new team member and say, hey, let's grow our list together today. Maybe we're doing personal development and I'm going to go see a speaker that's inspiring to me. I might call them and say, let's go do it together. That's duplication. And so you don't necessarily need a separate item on your 6 list to duplicate what we're doing, as long as you're intentional every day as you build your team to include your team, to share with them how you're building your business for that day. So anything you want to add about duplication or anything you do to help duplicate the right income producing activities with your team?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is you want to make sure that what you're doing every single day for your business is income producing. So many times you can get stuck in your head and think you're doing a lot for your business when really none of it is income producing. So make sure that you have an incredible 6 list just like this that you're implementing every single day for your business. And that duplication is what creates the ripple effect for your business.
And check with your team. Make sure they're doing their 6 list, and maybe give your team sample 6 lists. This is what I'm going to do for tomorrow. Now, does that mean you can't do more than 6 things? No, you can do more than 6 things. But what I found is if I do not pre-plan what I'm going to prioritize for my business through a 6 list each and every day, I wake up, I start, you know, doing things throughout the day, and I look back, the day's gone, and what did I do for my business? Or like you said, well, I've got a really clean office, but did I actually put any new names on my hundreds list? Did I actually do any connecting? Did I invite anybody to anything? How many times did I share it? Did I get my personal development in? And I know, again, if I don't do things right away at the beginning of the day, then they might not get done.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited for you to implement this strategy into your business. It's a great way to ensure that you're not just jumping on board and starting a new business, but that you're actually going to make something happen.